Hi, I'm Dave and I help business leaders to use technology more effectively. Now, in this video, I want to share with you what you need to do to take responsibility for cybersecurity in your business, because cyber is not an IT problem. It's an existential risk for the business, probably the biggest threat to your business. And it's really important that it's a board issue. It comes up in every board meeting. What are we doing about cyber? Are we doing enough? Are we budgeting effectively? Do we have the right kind of money, tools, technology, people, processes in place? Yeah. So you should be spending around £40 a month-ish per staff member that works with a computer in your organization as a bare minimum. And bear in mind that some businesses don't even spend £1 a month. Like, you are going to get hacked. And if you are hacked, the chances are the business will fail. There's plenty of cases. You can go and look at that transport company that failed. I've worked on some of these incidents. You could be down for at least 2 weeks minimum, because you've got to reinstall everything, rebuild all the systems, all the servers. If you haven't got cyber insurance, good luck. You could easily spend £8,000 per staff member on recovery. Okay. So you need to take this issue super seriously. It's not an IT problem. You need to be asking the right questions, like, how are we budgeting? What are the risks? What is our plan when we are ransomware? Who's going to be in charge of PR? Do we have the right insurance in place? Is there anything more we can be doing? Are we reaching the compliance standards like ISO 27001 or Cyber Essentials, NIST2 or NIST, or all those lovely acronyms that all the compliance people talk about? Now, what I want you to do is ask some really simple questions. If you were to be in a situation like Marks and Spencer's were, they lost £300 million and it's going to take them around 6 months to recover from the cyber incident they had. Now, that's just lost direct business costs, of course. Could your business survive that kind of attack? Now, a lot of people think, well, it's not going to affect me. We run a small business. Let me tell you, the small businesses are dramatically more impacted by these kind of incidents. They don't have the deep pockets that big corporate companies have. So you need to be dealing with this, okay? You need to make sure that everyone, including the board of directors, are doing monthly cyber awareness training, and you're getting regular monthly phishing emails to check that you're understanding the training. That's the biggest thing you can do to protect the business. And I've been to organizations that do and don't have it, and you can dramatically see the difference. You need to be asking the IT team what tools they want to put in place. And you need somebody that can explain that in a way that makes sense to the board. For example, there's something called EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response. What that means is, if one of your computers has something malicious on it, that 24/7, somebody will be monitoring that and go, oh, let's just block that. I don't like the look of that. But the problem is that your IT team will talk to you about, oh, there's this EDR, XDR, whatever, Norton, McAfee, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, do we have antivirus? It's like, this isn't the right conversation. The conversation is if there was a threat and one of our machines got infected, how quickly would we know about it and isolate that machine on the network? Ask that question to your IT team. And they go, oh, we need to buy this or we need to do this. And often a lot of IT projects get stuck because IT systems, generally, they go for a cycle about every 4 years of needing to be replaced. IT systems might be a little bit longer, but things like old network infrastructure, old systems, they're going to get hacked. In fact, if you look at the hacking at the moment, it's mostly 0 day, which means that stuff where there's no fix yet, which is why you need to detect it, and stuff that's over 6 years old. Now, if your systems haven't been patched in the last 6 years, that probably means they're probably 7, 8, 10 years old, and you need to be budgeting for their replacement. You need to understand the risks to your business from not replacing these systems. Because if you don't do that, you're putting the business at risk. I'm not saying that if you've got some industrial system that requires Windows XP or Windows 2000 that costs hundreds of thousands of pounds, you need to throw that away. But certainly the office equipment, it needs to be up to date. And the minimum standard is Cyber Essentials. And I don't mean just ticking the box. I mean actually meeting the requirements. Because if you say that you have and you haven't, then you're invalidating your cyber insurance. Then what's going to happen when you have an incident? So anyway, I can work with your IT team and you to make sure you're asking the right questions, you're getting the right advice, and you're making good decisions that, most importantly, make the business more profitable and protect it from the biggest risks and threats. If that sounds like something you'd like to have a longer conversation about, book a call with me. I'd really love to have a chat with you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.